Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be going over an interesting model here. This is an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak in 39mm, black dial, reference number 15300OR, entirely in rose gold, even with a rose gold bracelet. Now, I don't think that this was actually offered on the bracelet, but we actually managed to grab one and put one on here just to see what it would look like, and you can actually purchase it like this on our website, jazztime.com. Now, keep in mind that this is a really old model, 15300OR, preceded by the 15400 and the subsequent 15500, and basically this watch was made in 2006, so it's about 15 years old, basically still brand new entirely in its construction. All right, and speaking of construction, we'll be talking about the case, the dial bezel, the crown functions, therefore the movement, and the bracelet, and I'll be giving you my thoughts on all of these, including the wearing experience throughout this video. Now, starting with the case, we have a 39mm case from finger to thumb. That's the diameter of the case. The thickness is 9.4mm, so very good for a dress watch. All right, and it also has a 50-meter water resistance, complete with all of this sealing here, the screw down bezel with the gasket underneath it, as well as all of the construction here, the sapphire crystal on the front and the back for that exhibition case back. All right, so I wouldn't really take this further than surface swimmable, but you can still certainly take it out to your swimming pool, or maybe go surfing with it, but I would be very careful with this bracelet. All right, now onto the case of what makes this a Royal Oak. All right, so we have this nice satin brush finishing going vertically from the top all the way down to the bottom, with a matching brush finishing going from, again, the top of the lug to the bottom of the bottom lug, right? Sort of matching that general direction along the case sides there, both the 9 and 3 o'clock sides. Okay, and we also have this nice little highlighted bevel here, this high polished little bevel. Very nice attention to detail that actually runs all the way down this bracelet. All right, so, and that's why this bracelet, well, that's one aesthetic feature that really makes the integrated bracelet a very good sort of component to this overall construction here. And speaking of which, we also have this rose gold bezel, again also 18 karat, and it's a rounded octagonal bezel with a circular inside, with these 8 hexagonal screws on each vertex, and with their slots facing each other, so you get that that Gestalt visual perception principle of closure, so that they basically all connect one to one another, creating this nice circle without actually physically connecting to them. All right, so you get that natural pathway of making a circle. Very good overall composition there. And going into the dial here, we have this Grand Tapisserie black dial with 18 karat rose gold applied indices. For the 12 o'clock, we have the AP logo, the letter form portion, sort of separated from the word mark, all right, as seen right underneath the AP. A bit interesting, a bit strange. I don't know how they managed to sort of separate the two so far apart, but it works in this case because all of the elements here working in unity make a very nice spaced out, nice, very breathable overall presentation. The date aperture is at the 3 o'clock with no index mark there, and that's due to the movement being so small. On that, a little bit more on that in a second. Now, also taking a look at this dial, we don't have much of a sunray pattern, and I actually made a mistake on my previous video on the leather version of this watch. It may come out later, but I did say that there's no guilloche patterning on here, but there actually is, but it's behind the squares. It's not on the squares themselves, so you don't get as much sunray patterning, but you should get it behind the squares. All right, so a little hard to see there, but the details are certainly there. It's incredibly difficult to see. I can't see it on my monitor here for my camera, but if you take a very, very high powered loop, you can see them. And speaking of things that are difficult to see, there's also a minute and second outboard track on the periphery of this dial here. And when it comes to setting the time, that's actually very important. But when you're just staring at the dial face on, you probably won't even notice them there. That's a very good sense of design there, keeping it at the very bottom of the visual hierarchy, but not so out of place that they're unnoticeable, but they're there when you need them, okay? And speaking of functions here, we have the crown. Just simply unwind it to the first position. Just about 20 to 30 full winds from a dead stop is all you need to get it started to and up to its full power capacity. All right, pull that out to the next position. You can actually advance the date by 1. It's about 1/3 of a turn, somewhere between 1/4 and a half turn to advance the date by 1. All right, so if you find yourself a time traveler, it's workable. All right, and if you find yourself on the 30th of a month and tomorrow would be the 1st of the next month, simply just turn it once and there you go. Just advance it by 1, and when the first rolls around, you'll be good to go. Or if you're already on the 31st, you can just bam to the 1st. Okay, now pull the crown out to the final position and note that it actually stops at that seconds hand, so you can then adjust the minute hand and use that minute and seconds track on the peripheral, the perimeter of the dial, to actually set the minute precisely where it needs to go, synchronize it up to an atomic clock, press the crown back in, and you're in business. All right, wind the crown tightly back up against the case to ensure that 50 meters of water resistance. Now what allows all of this to work is the self-winding caliper, the 3120. All right, you can actually see it through this case back here, all right, with that 22 karat gold rotor. All right, and all of this gives you the center, hour, minute, and seconds hands with the date aperture, all with rapid setting with the stop seconds as well. It's also the self-winding mechanism, so basically you can just simply wind this watch, and winding it will allow you to, winding it with the crown and then simply wearing it thereafter will keep it wound all the way up to the 60-hour power reserve. It has a total diameter here of 26.6 millimeters, and again, this is a 39 millimeter case, so that's why this date aperture is a little bit farther in, because that's about as far as it goes on the movement itself. And it's actually a very good placement as well, because it just fits within the style very nicely. All right, again, 280 total parts and 40 of them being jewels, and we have a frequency rating of 21,600 vibrations per hour, or 3 hertz. So you'll be keeping track of time just fine, no issue there. All right, all of this working together again gives you 60 hours of power reserve, so you can set it down on a Friday evening. You can pick it back up on a Sunday evening or even Monday morning with no need to actually wind the watch. All right, and now taking a look at the framing here, again, this is a bracelet that we put on. It doesn't come with a bracelet as far as I could tell with all of my research, but basically we have this integrated rose gold bracelet, satin brush finishing along the front with a high polished bevel that continues from the case going all the way down, continuing through these links with a high polish in these intermediary portions of these intermediary links as well. All right, so sort of giving them that modular look, but still integrated and very nice and cohesive in its presentation. Very nice gentle taper down to the AP folding clasp, which is a double button deployment system. So in order to open it, you'll have to press both sides to open it. And when you do, it's a nice, easy open. All right, we have the AP logo, just the letter form portion there. All right, keeping it nice and concise there. And we also have this sort of double deployment system. So it's easier to place onto a snug fit or a smaller wrist. All right, and speaking of which, we can actually try it on. All right, and here just make sure to place it correctly, the top first and then the bottom being the AP logo, because the AP logo will be on top there. Okay, now placing it on my wrist, a 7-inch in circumference wrist, It's a bit big for me because, well, 39 millimeters, kind of large. It sort of wears like the Royal Oak Jumbo on my wrist, so I get plenty of space underneath this bottom lug. Not that that's an issue because it does give me that extra breathability. It doesn't hang over the edge of my wrist all that much, so there's not that much of a danger to smacking this on something. All right, now taking a look on the wrist here. All right, so what I'm seeing here is that I do get this overall cohesive look with this framing of the bracelet, with the dial actually shining forth, sort of coming forward out of the background of this rose gold case. In contrast with the leather version, where it sort of alternated a dark brown, rose gold, black, rose gold, dark brown. This is all rose gold with black sort of being the central portion here. So in this sense, it actually does have a better presentation. It's more, the black dial actually stands out more, even though it is here in this overall instance with the relative coloring, it is a cooler color with the rose gold sort of shining forth. But given how all of this works together, the black actually takes more of my attention. Therefore, I can actually read it better. It's a better read. And when it comes to the overall wearability of this watch, it is heavier than the leather version because of this solid gold, rose gold, 18 karat rose gold bracelet. The bracelet does act, however, as a very good counterweight to the case itself, because the case is actually incredibly light. So when it comes to wearing it, I don't feel like I'm whipping this huge thing around on my wrist. It's actually pretty close to the center of weight on the wrist, so it doubles very well as a dress watch in this respect. And at only 9.4 millimeters in thickness, you can't go wrong with that. Okay, well, enough of what I think. What do you guys think about this watch? Let us know down in the comments below what you think about this really old, 15-year-old Royal Oak from Audemars Piguet in rose gold, 18 karat rose gold with a black dial Grand Tapisserie pattern. All right, be sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch, discontinued, or any other watch, such as the new modern 15300OR Royal Oaks, we can certainly get those for you as well. If we don't have it sitting on our desk, we'll find one for you. No problem. All right, be sure to visit our website, jazztime.com, to get started on your order, your ability to see all of these watches as well. And we have videos on all of these with their variations as well. All right, and until then, we'll see you next time. Take care.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.